What is going on, guys?
Yeah.
Look what I got here. So I've been testing out that Osmo Pocket 3, and people have been wanting
Yeah, little tiny
real
baby.
world video stuff.
This is just I'm just shooting it for behind the scenes, really.
Yeah, these girls are asking
Yeah, this is
about
just behind the
the
scenes fun
Pocket.
stuff. It's like toys, like a toy. So
Yeah, so I'm telling them it's pretty much like a
yeah.
toy. So
Twirl, why don't you twirl for us? Yeah. There you go. All right, now back and forth a little bit. 180.
But yeah, this is behind the scenes of what's going on at a wedding. So this is a small wedding. Is probably right at under 100 people.
No, it's not
Even though
enjoying.
they
It's
rented out
heavy.
this
It's heavy,
pretty nice
uncomfortable,
size space,
everything.
but a
Yeah.
hundred under 100 people, and like I
Yeah,
said, this
you're
behind the
the
scenes.
true
So I'll
family.
show
You have to
you
stay
what's going
late.
on
Yeah.
at this Indian reception. Here I am. You have to shoot the stage and do B-roll shots of the stage,
Huh?
and that's the stage right there.
It's good.
Yeah. It has a
Better
gimbal
than
on
better
there,
than
so.
better than before one.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
so we're
so.
just having a little
I
talk
mean, I haven't used this much. I only had it for.
तेरे को टेप चाहिए थी टेप उधर मिली देखो
about the Osmo Pocket. So here's a shot of a photo shoot of them on stage. So they just arrived, and for some, since they didn't have a coordinator, everything ran late. If you ever film a wedding, an Indian wedding, most of the time they run late. But yeah, so I'm shooting tight, so only like like from the elbow up to the head around that area, and then the other guy is the main one. This time I'm the second shooter. Usually it's just me shooting by myself, but he's shooting wide and he's getting all the action shots. I'm just getting like subtle shots. I'm just keeping it really simple. A little bit of left to right action or a little bit push in, push out action. So there's the photographer right there, and then the main videographer. He does some of the photos and he's doing the video too. So yep. So now we do a little mini photo shoot with the bride. So I'm just getting a tight shot from like I said, around the elbow up to the head area. Get that really tight shot. I'm gonna go in for the hand. Yeah, get the hand shot. Yeah. So I told him to get the details of the hands and the jewelry. Yep. Yeah, you got to get those kind of details when you're filming an Indian wedding, like their henna, their jewelry, and all that stuff. And the details of the dress.
on her.
That's the cake right there. Yeah, more shots of the photo shoot with the bride. Yeah, even though I'm just showing you these tiny clips, it takes a while to set them up, and a lot of them are not comfortable, taking photos and having cameras all up in their face. Is really uncomfortable for a lot of people. I can only imagine, you having to pose and make sure you're smiling all the time and the right angle of your face, the right angle of your shoulders and all that stuff. So this is the shot, to make it look like they're having a good time. They're behind the DJ booth. So we're going to make them act like they're the DJs. So you can add that in the highlight video. You can see there I'm hyping them up. Get your hands up. Get your hands up. Yep. Act like, you got to act like you're DJing, Yeah. All right. So this is their a sparkler, sparkler dip. Yeah. So this is still the photo shoot right here. So yeah, dip them and do the sparklers in the background while he's dipping her. Yep. Those shots always look good, especially when you play in slow motion. And there's the cake again. They put it on the table. So So you're supposed to B-roll that cake. Make sure you always get the cake. No matter what wedding you're filming, you always gotta film the cake, right? So, yep, just zap that. Then I went outside and I noticed they had the Bentley outside, decorated out or whatever. So I just wanted to make sure I B-roll that. Make sure they get the Bentley shot. So they have the heart thing on top of the car. And make sure you get the headlights and the emblems and all that other stuff, you know? Yep. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, but it's hard to film that in the dark because it's so, you know, it's nighttime. By this time, it's probably like 8:30 or even 9 o'clock. And they haven't even done the entrance yet. They were really late that night. I mean, the entrance didn't happen maybe till like, here you go. Here's the entrance. So usually the bride and groom have a big party coming out and they run out all buck wild. But this one, you know, they just decided to do a nice little walk-in. You know, nothing serious, nothing crazy. Just walking in nice and slow, celebrating their big day here. Yep. So yeah, there's nothing crazy. No air guns and fire. You know, no crazy stuff when they're doing the entrance. Yeah, depending on their religion, every you know, Indian family, some of them are crazy buck wild with the entrance, and you know, some of them do those, you know, just the casual walk-in, whatever. And it usually depends on their culture and the religion. What kind of Indian they are. Yep, so they're walking on stage now. Get that shot of them walking up stage.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the lovely bride and the groom on the stage.
So yeah, a lot of the shots are going to be blurry just because my gimbal is you know, up close to the camera, so it's going to blur out a lot of stuff. So sorry about that, but at least you get, you know, a little bit of behind the scenes of what's going on or whatever. That's the point of me getting this Osmo Pocket 3. I had the Pocket 2, but the screen was so small, it was such a turnoff that and I was lazy too. I filmed so many weddings and I was always forgetful about the you know, putting on the Osmo Pocket 2. But now that I'm in the honeymoon phase of the Pocket 3,
We had two gimbals and one tripod.
so there, I was just having a conversation about, you know, what cameras, you know, we should have out or whatever. Do I need to bring out an extra camera? Then here's the speeches. So the MC comes out, does a little thing so they can do speeches. This is the great couple that we always dreamed of, blah, blah, blah. Congratulations to the couple.
I'm groom's best friend.
And I'm Krishma Sohani, the groom's hobby.
Yep. So this one is time for the cake cutting. Time to cut the cake. So remember, I'm staying a little tighter, and then the other guy, you know, he keeps it wider. So two different angles. But usually when you do the cake shot, if you're shooting by yourself, you just keep it tight anyways, you know? From like where the cake is at all the way up to the head, somewhere around there. That's sufficient enough. You don't really need two people to really film people cutting the cake or anything like that. It's nothing that serious. Yep. So you see that, feeding each other with the cake. Yep. That's for the photos right there. Feed each other again. Alright, so it's time for their first dance. Time to get the smoke machine out. Yep. That actually was a pretty nice smoke machine. Some smoke machines are really bad. They don't shoot out a lot, and then it takes a long time to build up as well. But this one was just firing. like a lot of smoke, a lot of fog. Yeah, but yeah, it's first dance right there. Keep it nice and tight. Go down into the fog machine or down to the fog and then pull it up. That way it's like a reveal shot or whatever. You can do it again if you want. Yeah. So, yep. Nice fog action. But yeah, out of all the fog machines I've ever seen, this one's one of the better ones, even though there's a smaller wedding. I've seen big weddings where they hired the wrong person and they were pushing the fog machine around, and when you're filming it, the fog machine guy is always in front of you. It was so weird. He was just pushing it around right close to the couple. It was funny as heck. But this one, look at that fog right there. It is legit. I can't give it enough compliments. I was really impressed by it. Yep, nice fireworks shots right there. Nice sparkling shots. Yep. Hold each other close. I love it. I love giving you guys behind the scenes shots because you get to really see, you know, what the camera is doing, where the camera is pushing to, you know. So it's I think it's pretty cool. But I know some of you guys might not like this because, you know, the blurry shots, because, you know, my gimbal and the camera is in the way, so you might not get a true visible shot like you want. But I think behind the scenes, it gives you the best visual of understanding of what's really going on, rather than seeing usually like the finished product. So this is really rare right here nowadays, the shoe game. I know a lot of you guys have seen the shoe games, but I rarely ever see it anymore. You know, and the Indians, they like filming food. Like the whole food, you gotta B-roll the food, right? Okay, that's one thing, but you gotta B-roll people getting the food too. And they want you to spend some time on it, like a good 3 to 5 minutes, just people grabbing the food and stuff like that. That's an Indian thing. But yeah, so they're getting ready for the big dances right here. All right, so let's get for the big performances here. Usually Indian weddings, I've seen it up to 2 hours before of just full-on performances and speeches and stuff like that. But this group, it went no more than like 10 minutes. So I was pretty happy about that. But sometimes, yeah, it goes on forever depending on how big the party is. If it's like a 400 or 500 group, oh man, be ready for like a 1 hour minimum of dances and highlights and stuff like that, and speeches. There you go. So since I'm keeping tight, I'm just focused on one person at a time. You know, if I was wide, I'd focus on the whole group. But no, I'm just staying tight. And you know, you just gotta look to see who's the one doing the most action, who looks the best, and then of course you gotta focus either on the bride or groom, you know, or an important family member. But the one on the green on the far right, she has a lot of action. She's really good at the dancing. You can tell her body movement, and she used to be some kind of dancer or something, you know, or used to do it a lot in either a high school or college. So, you know, whoever has the best movements is who you want to focus on if you're on a tight shot, you know. Yep. So it's just them dancing now. But yeah, the sparklers in the background is always tricky because you gotta be so quick at fixing your ISO just in case it gets overblown. So you have to be careful about that. Alright, so here's her solo dance right here. All the brides and grooms, they always have their solo dances. So you gotta just be ready for that. Yep. You see her right there. Nice solo dance. Push in shot right here, all up in her face. The thing about Indian weddings, sometimes you have to be in their face, but just don't be so much in their face where you mess up their dances or mess up their concentration or whatever like that. Just don't be too much in their face, but you have to be somewhat in their face to get a nice close-up shot. See right there? Yeah, I'm just pushing in a little bit just to get a little bit tighter dynamics, especially when I push out. It gives it a cool look and feel. Yes, what you call a cinematic shot, right? Yep. Okay. And then I'm shooting a little bit behind his head to give it a little bit more dimension. Give it a little bit more point of view shot right there to see her dancing. But you gotta make sure that you're ready to, focus on her face, Yep. And you can tell usually with this song right here, it's always like the ending song for the bride. It's always their go-to song when it comes to ending it, as far as on, just her performance. Alright, so now is the girls or the couples. So all this performances stuff usually has a story behind it or whatever like that. But it's all song and dance to me. It's always about them celebrating and having a good time. So I don't really care much about what story it is or whatever, as long as I'm filming it. I don't really care. But yeah, just trying to focus who has the most groove, who's dancing the most, who's the cutest or whatever like that. As you can see here, I'm focused on her just because she's the cuter one and she's dancing pretty good. Now I gotta focus on the husband or the boyfriend. Then zoom in on the girl in the green and her husband. Yep. Alright, I think this is the ending performance right here. So the bride and groom's in the middle. Yep. And now I just gotta focus on a few people. And the thing is, when you focus on one person, give them a few pumps. When they pump a few times, that's one pump. That's two pumps. Like when they do a certain movement, that I consider that one pump. So give them like, 2 or 3 pumps. One pump. 2 pumps. Yeah. See? And then now focus on the bride and groom. Remember, on the tripod we have a wide angle, and then we have a wide gimbal shot on the guy on the right, and then me, I'm just keeping it tight. Yep. Time to focus on the girl on the left. Time to go on the bride and groom. And the thing is, all right, so they just had finished having dinner. Then now they're doing their garba dance, which is dancing around in a circle. And I'm pretty much done. So the main, videographer is gonna stay late to get the dancing, which is open dance floor or whatever like that. And it's just time for me to pack it up, just like that. So pack up all my stuff and get ready to go. And that was pretty much it. That was pretty much from, let's say, 7 o'clock all the way to 11:30. So 4.5 hours of stuff right there. And I condensed it down for you for, 20-minute video of, 4.5. So I gave you the behind the scenes, and I gave you, the commentating for that, I hope you guys enjoyed it and got to understand a little bit more about filming an Indian wedding. This is not one of the bigger production ones. It's really fun when you have like a 400 or 500 Indian party. It's really fun. And they had no drinks here tonight either, so I didn't get to drink. Some of these places are open bars, so you get to have a little drink, just to have a little, just to relax a little bit. Yep, gotta pack up my stands and all the camera gear and all the other stuff. So when I first started, I just only brought a backpack. I just brought one gimbal and one camera, And then now it just changed up. You gotta bring lights, you gotta bring tripods and all this other stuff, you know. But before, when I was first starting, I just started with a little mini starter kit or whatever like that. But now you gotta bring all sorts of stuff. Yep, it's my little backpack right there. Time to get on the road.
Never said that we would die together. That doesn't mean it was a lie. Remember, nobody said that it would last forever. Nobody said that it would last forever. That doesn't mean we didn't try to get there. I never said that we would die together. That doesn't mean it was a lie. They'll never take those long summer days when love was untamed, so burning unsaid to break. Remember